Panic as World Bank attacks Nigeria. The World Bank has said the federal government of Nigeria didn't make any deliberate move towards controlling inflation in the 2021, regardless of inflation shock pushing an expected 8 million Nigerians below the poverty line. The Washington-based bank said this in the most recent edition of its Nigerian Development Update report of 2021. It said double-digit inflation rates are depressing economic activity and exacerbating poverty. Rising food prices are eroding household purchasing power, and we estimate that during 2020 and 2021, the inflation shock alone pushed about 8 million more Nigerians below the poverty line. Chai! We have revised our inflation forecast upwards from our June projection because, one, the inflation rate is declining more slowly than initially expected, and two, during 2021, the government did not take concerted action to curb inflation. The World Bank warned that with practically no definitive action, the average inflation rate would not arrive at the single-digit target of the CBN before the end of 2022. It said without the decisive action, the average inflation rate for 2021 will exceed that for 2020 and will be unlikely to approach the CBN's target of 6 to 9% by end of 2022. The inflation rate has not fallen to 9% since 2014, but in a hypothetical scenario where the inflation rate will have been close to the CBN goal of 9% in 2020 and 2021, the consumption level of the average Nigerian will have been at least 15% higher today. The CBN has recently projected that the country's inflation rate would drop to a single digit in 2022 with the full implementation of its recent policies intended to support various sectors of the economy. Be that as it may, a United States-based magazine, Global Finance, concurred with the World Bank, saying the CBN had neglected to control rising inflation and prevent the naira from sliding against the dollar. The World Bank said Nigeria may have one of the greatest inflation rates worldwide in 2022, with increasing costs decreasing the government assistance of Nigerian families. According to the report, Nigeria is likewise projected to have the 7th highest inflation rate among sub-Saharan Africa nations in 2022. Well, what do you expect? When a government that is in place does not do what is right as and when it's supposed to do it. Honestly, this thing I've been shouting about it in the last 3 years. But what are we saying? It is better you cry when you have issues, you call for assistance when you don't know what to do. But coming out with both faces when anybody talks, you begin to defend what is not defendable. Now that an international body has come out to say, look, we are getting below, more people below the poverty level. Do we want to continue like this? Well, I hope they will listen to this argument and begin to find solution. Otherwise, this will increase the crime rate in our society, the insecurity will remain unabated, and so many evils will pervade the land. We say God forbid, but the government must do the right thing. That is why they are there. You are elected to do what it is not. They are not there wishing for it. You are elected to do what will make the country good, what will make your citizens to be able to live well. Thank you. Good day as you make your comment known on my page. Thank you and God bless.